thought of a, which is a very random question. So the question I thought of was, what if someone forced you to think about whether you wanted to be a hero or a villain? Let's say somebody forced you to make this decision. Do you want to be solely a villain in life, or do you want to be solely a hero in life? And I thought of this question, and I said to myself, I don't know. I think this is a very hard decision for me because I've honestly felt like it could be both. You have to be both versions in this life to really get through. And let me explain. When you are a hero in this world, if you were to be solely a hero in this world, there are people that will look at you and they will use you for all the good that you do. Not saying all people are like this, but there are a select few or most people, I should say, that will use you for all of your good traits and say, I'm going to take advantage of this person. They won't say it to you, but they'll say it in their minds. I'm going to take advantage of this person. As long as they're willing to give, I'm going to take. And the thing about being a hero is when you're a hero, someone is going to eventually villainize you. You guys remember that line from The Dark Knight when Harvey Dent looked at Bruce Wayne and said, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And this line was so deep for me when I first heard this line. And as I listened to this conversation, again, it just caused me to think more about, insightfully, of course, think more about this question. Hero or villain? There are so many people in this world. Don't let the world. There are people getting up each and every day to support their families, to support the people they love, to do what they need to do. There are a lot of people in this world that are trying to just do what needs to be done. But the media will tell you different. The media will make it seem as if everyone or certain people are lazy. Certain people are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. And if you are a person that knows who you are, you're going to understand. I have a goal in mind and I'm going to keep pushing forward. That's what you'll say to yourself when you get up in the morning. So again, I pose the question to you guys. Do you guys see yourself, if someone were to force you to answer this question and they would ask you, do you consider yourself a hero or a villain? And which one would you choose? If you were forced to answer this question, what would be your answer? And quite honestly, I don't know what my answer would be because I see benefits to both sides. When you're a parent, for example, you can't only be the hero. Imagine you're a parent, you're only doing good things, good things. Your child sees you in the good light all the time, all the time. You never make any mistakes, no mistakes. And your child never sees you in a bad mood. They never see the side of you that they have to question. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because as a parent, you have to show your kids the villain side. And let's define villain, because I don't want you to think villain is I'm just going to terrorize your family and terrorize your pets. No. Villain, I'm going to define it as doing something where the opposite side, the opposition, is seeing it as something bad. Not saying it's with bad intention on your end, it's good intention on your end, but they see it as bad because they don't like what you're telling them, your tone etiquette, something similar to that. That's how I'm gonna define it. And when you're a parent, you have to be showing that villain side for the respect that you're trying to implement into your kids. They have to see this. So if you're always being the hero to your children and they don't see that other side, I feel like your children are missing a link. They're missing out on a portion of what you want to teach your children in the long run. So that's why I'm saying I feel we as humans, we need both sides. We need to be the hero and we need to be the villains of our stories. Now let's talk about villain soul. What's up, Renee? How you doing? Judith, what's going on? Doing? So again, let's talk about the villain side of things. If you were to choose being a villain in this life, someone posed that question to you and said, choose right now. You got 3 seconds to choose. You're going to choose being a villain or you're going to choose being a hero. Let's talk about if you chose villain. Now, villain, depending on the perception of who you're expressing yourself to, it could mean bad things. It could mean I'm going to terrorize everybody on the world. I'm going to get whatever any means necessary. It doesn't matter if you like it. You should be a hero. You should be showing qualities. But again, I leave it up to perception. What is your perception of the word villain? Do you guys think being a villain is a bad thing on earth? What is your definition personally of the word villain? My perception of villain is being more assertive, showing more grit, showing more discipline, showing more determination to get to where you want to be in this life. That's basically what that means to me. Just trying to reconnect. There we go. In a hard place. In a hard place. There's no other solution. There's all is just a conclusion. Don't ever feel that way. There's always going to be another thing you can do, another thing you can think about. There's always going to be something that you can maneuver to get out of that rock and hard place. That's how I think about it. Because if I ever say I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, that basically is telling me that I can't think of anything else. I can't think of any other solution. I don't know what else to do. And I don't ever want to be in part of life where I feel the choice for me. I'm just stuck. Now, again, let's go back to the hero perspective. I feel a lot of us, we want to be heroes. Many of us we want to be heroes ultimately. We want to be considered as being a hero at the end of the day. The problem I see with being a hero, like I mentioned earlier, is people will use you if you allow it. If you don't have the discernment from God to understand, I need to these people that are trying to use me. Because best believe, when you show good qualities to people, when you show very good qualities to people, and people see this, they're going to try to use you. You got to understand this. There are people that will use you for all the good that you can give to them. Sorry about that. And woke insanity. You said my camera is not too good. I probably gotta change my I'm in a upstairs area, so probably the reception is not too good. Is it still messed up? Let me know. Because I know my Wi-Fi sometimes goes in and out. All right, so I'm actually going to sign back in. I'm gonna actually sign off now and see if I can fix my connection and sign back on. Thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate that. right. I will be back